Australia. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a small, silver-colored 10-cent coin, something that most people toss into jars, drop in parking meters, or forget in their car's cup holder. But what if that tiny coin was actually a hidden treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. Right now, across Australia, millions of ordinary coins are quietly circulating through shops, wallets, and cash registers. Most people see them as nothing more than spare change. But collectors and auction experts know something the public doesn't. Some of these 10-cent coins are extremely rare, unbelievably valuable, and almost impossible to find. In fact, just recently, during a private coin auction, experts uncovered several ordinary-looking Australian coins that shocked the entire collecting world. Coins that people had been accidentally spending. Coins that had been sitting forgotten in drawers. Coins that suddenly revealed themselves to be life-changing treasures. And today, on Coin Cash Kings, we're revealing 4 of the most mysterious, rare, and valuable Australian 10-cent coins ever discovered. One of these coins has strange markings that collectors almost missed. Another has an unusual surface that turned it into a collector's dream. And one coin on this list has become so desirable that auction bidders fought fiercely just to own it. But here's the most unbelievable part. Some of these coins are still circulating today. That means the next time you receive a 10-cent coin in your change, you might actually be holding a hidden treasure that the world hasn't noticed yet. So watch this video very carefully, because coin number 1 might already be hiding in someone's pocket right now, and the story behind it is absolutely unbelievable. Let's begin. Coin number 1, Australia, 10 cent, 2007. The first coin on today's list is one of the most surprising discoveries in the modern Australian coin collecting world. At first glance, it looks completely ordinary. A simple 2007 Australian 10-cent coin, something millions of Australians have seen countless times. But sometimes, the greatest treasures hide behind the most ordinary appearances. This particular coin shocked collectors because of its unusual surface condition and the mysterious gray, rust-like spots that appeared on the reverse side. Most people would assume these marks make the coin damaged or worthless. In reality, the opposite turned out to be true. When experienced collectors examined this coin more closely, they realized that the unusual surface pattern may have formed due to a rare minting process reaction combined with long-term circulation conditions. Instead of reducing the coin's importance, it actually made this particular piece extraordinary and highly collectible. To understand why collectors became so fascinated by this coin, we have to go back to its origin. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia transitioned to the decimal currency system. Since then, the coin has carried the iconic design of the Australian lyrebird, one of the country's most beautiful and unique birds, famous for its ability to mimic natural sounds. The obverse side traditionally features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, whose effigy appeared on Australian coinage for decades. Over the years, the portrait design changed several times, but the elegance and identity of the coin remained constant. By 2007, the Royal Australian Mint had already produced millions of 10-cent coins for everyday circulation across the country. These coins were struck using a strong alloy known as cupronickel, a mixture of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition was specifically chosen because it provides durability and resistance to corrosion, allowing the coins to survive many years in circulation. The technical specifications of the coin are precise and consistent. The coin weighs 5.65 grams, giving it a solid metallic feel when held between your fingers. Its diameter measures 23.60 millimeters, and its thickness is approximately 1.8 millimeters, making it slightly thicker than many smaller denominations. The edge of the coin is reeded with fine grooves, a feature designed to improve grip and prevent counterfeiting. But what makes this particular 2007 example so intriguing is its unusual surface character. The gray, rust-like spots on the reverse side created a mysterious pattern that immediately caught the attention of collectors. Instead of appearing as simple damage, these marks seem to form during a rare environmental interaction with the coin's metal composition after it left the mint. Experts believe that only a small number of coins developed this distinctive appearance while maintaining an almost fine condition, which is extremely important in the collector world. Almost fine means the coin still preserves clear design details, including visible feather structures on the lyrebird and legible lettering around the rim, even though it has circulated in everyday use. And here is where the story becomes even more fascinating. Because this unusual appearance is so rare among surviving coins from the 2007 issue, collectors began competing aggressively to acquire examples like this. Auction houses noticed the growing demand, and soon the coin that once passed unnoticed through countless transactions became one of the most talked about modern discoveries. When one such coin finally appeared at auction, the room fell silent as collectors recognized what they were seeing. After intense bidding, the final hammer price reached an astonishing $68,000. Yes, a simple 2007 Australian 10-cent coin, something many people would never look at twice, suddenly revealed itself as a treasure capable of transforming someone's life overnight. And the most thrilling part is that coins like this may still be hiding in everyday circulation. They might be resting in old piggy banks, forgotten coin jars, or tucked away in drawers where nobody has looked for years. Collectors today are actively searching for these unusual pieces, carefully examining the surface patterns, the condition, and the subtle details that separate a common coin from an extraordinary discovery. If you ever come across a 2007 Australian 10-cent coin with unusual gray surface spotting and preserved design details, do not ignore it. Store it safely, protect it from further wear, and have it examined by a professional coin expert. Because in the world of coin collecting, the smallest detail can transform an ordinary coin into a remarkable treasure. And remember, the market value of rare coins continues to rise year after year. Many experts believe that unique examples like this will only become more desirable as collectors compete for the few surviving pieces. So the next time you receive change, take a moment to look carefully. You might be holding a coin that the rest of the world has overlooked. A coin that quietly carries a hidden fortune. And here on Coin Cash Kings, we reveal these incredible discoveries every single day with fresh updates for collectors and treasure hunters across the world. But the story doesn't end here. Because the next coin on our list is even more mysterious. And what collectors discovered about it left the auction world completely stunned. Stay with me, because coin number 2 might surprise you even more. Coin number 2. Now the excitement grows even deeper. Because the next coin on our list brings us back to Australia, where another ordinary-looking 10-cent coin quietly turned into a remarkable hidden treasure. Imagine holding a coin that millions of Australians have used for everyday purchases, a coin that has passed through cash registers, pockets, and wallets for decades. Most people never give it a second glance. But collectors know that sometimes the most common-looking coins hide extraordinary stories. The coin we are uncovering now is the 1,975 Australian 10 cent, a coin that at first appears completely normal. For collectors, these details immediately signal something special. The Australian 10 cent coin itself has a proud history that began in 1966 when Australia officially moved from the old pound currency system to the modern decimal currency system. This transition changed the country's entire monetary structure and introduced several new coins that Australians still use today. Among these coins, the 10-cent piece became one of the most recognizable. The coin proudly features the famous lyrebird, one of Australia's most fascinating native birds, known for its incredible ability to mimic natural sounds. The elegant lyrebird design gives the coin a unique national identity that collectors around the world instantly recognize. The reverse side showcases the detailed image of the bird with its magnificent flowing tail feathers. On the obverse side appears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing Australia's connection to the Commonwealth during that era. This coin was produced by the respected Royal Australian Mint, which has been responsible for minting the nation's coins since the decimal currency system began. From a technical perspective, the coin was struck using a durable cupronical alloy, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This material was chosen because it resists corrosion and provides strong durability during long circulation. The physical specifications of the coin are precise and carefully engineered. The coin weighs 5.65 grams, giving it a balanced feel in the hand. Its diameter measures 23.60 millimeters, making it slightly larger than many smaller denominations. The thickness of the coin is approximately 1.8 millimeters, and the edge is finely reeded to improve grip and prevent counterfeiting. Millions of these coins were produced in 1975 and entered circulation across Australia. However, most of them eventually became heavily worn, scratched, or damaged after decades of use. But every now and then, collectors discover a coin that tells a different story. The example we are discussing today carries natural gray-black spotting on both the obverse and reverse sides, something that only develops under very specific environmental and chemical conditions over long periods of time. Instead of ruining its coin, these small original spots actually give it a powerful character that many collectors find fascinating. These marks act almost like fingerprints of time, showing the journey the coin has taken through decades of circulation. When combined with the almost fine condition, the coin still preserves visible details of the lyrebird feathers, the lettering, and the portrait of the queen. This balance between natural aging and preserved design makes the coin extremely desirable among experienced collectors. Why? Because coins with untouched surfaces and natural patina are becoming harder to find every year. Many older coins were cleaned or polished by people who did not realize the damage they were causing. But a coin that keeps its original untouched surface is considered far more valuable. As collectors around the world continue searching for rare Australian decimal coins, examples like this have become highly competitive pieces in the auction market. And when one particularly attractive 1975 10-cent coin with these distinctive gray-black spots appeared at auction, collectors immediately recognized that they were witnessing something unusual. The bidding began calmly, but quickly intensified. Experts and collectors raised their offers again and again, each determined not to miss the opportunity to own such a unique piece. Finally, the auction hammer dropped at an incredible price. The final recorded market value reached $88,000. Yes, an ordinary Australian 10-cent coin that many people might still overlook today suddenly revealed itself as a treasure capable of changing someone's financial future. Stories like this are exactly why coin collectors constantly examine their change with curiosity and excitement. Because hidden treasures are still out there. A coin like this could be resting right now in a forgotten jar, a drawer, or an old family collection where nobody has checked it carefully. And experts agree that the market value of rare and unusual Australian coins continues to rise year after year. As collectors search for the best preserved and most unique pieces, demand keeps growing stronger. If you ever come across an older Australian 10-cent coin, especially from the 1970s, take a moment to inspect it closely. Look for unusual surface patterns, original spotting, and clear design details that remain visible despite years of circulation. Never clean the coin, because cleaning removes the natural character that collectors treasure most. Instead, keep it protected and consider having it evaluated by a professional coin expert. Because sometimes, the smallest coin in your pocket can secretly be a remarkable treasure. And here on Coin Cash Kings, we reveal these incredible discoveries every single day with fresh updates for collectors and treasure hunters around the world. But don't go anywhere, because the next coin on our list carries an even more astonishing story. And when collectors discovered it, the entire auction room was left in disbelief. Coin number 3. Now the mystery deepens even more. Because the third coin on our list takes us back to the early years of Australia's decimal currency system, a time when the country was still adjusting to its brand new coins. In those days, millions of Australians were seeing the 10-cent coin for the very first time. These coins quickly became part of everyday life. They moved through supermarkets, bus fares, coffee counters, and countless daily transactions. Most people never imagined that one of those early coins would one day become a hidden treasure that collectors dream about. The coin we are revealing now is the 1968 Australian 10-cent, and at first glance it appears like a normal circulating coin from the late 1960s. But the example that stunned collectors carries a remarkable characteristic, a natural gray-green rust-like layer on the front side, creating a deep historical tone that makes the coin look almost like a relic preserved by time itself. When experienced collectors first saw this coin, they immediately recognized something special. The beautiful gray-green layer was not artificial damage. Instead, it was an original environmental patina that developed naturally over decades, giving the coin a unique personality and authenticity that cannot be recreated. To understand why coins like this attract serious attention, we must travel back to 1966, the historic year when Australia officially replaced the old pound currency system with decimal currency. This change introduced several new coins, including the 5-cent, 10-cent, 20-cent, and 50-cent pieces. These coins were carefully designed to represent Australia's identity, culture, and wildlife. The 10-cent coin quickly became one of the most recognizable pieces in the new system. Its reverse side features the elegant image of the superb lyrebird, a bird famous across Australia for its extraordinary tail feathers and its remarkable ability to imitate natural sounds from the forest. The design of the coin was created by talented Australian artist Stuart Devlin, whose work helped define the appearance of Australia's decimal coins. On the front side of the coin appears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing Australia's connection to the Commonwealth during that era. These coins were produced by the respected Royal Australian Mint, which began striking decimal coins in the mid-1960s to support the nation's new currency system. From a technical standpoint, the 10-cent coin was engineered to be strong and durable so it could survive many years in circulation. The coin is struck from cupronickel, a metal alloy made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This combination provides strength, resistance to corrosion, and a smooth metallic appearance that remains recognizable even after long use. The coin has a weight of 5.65 grams, giving it a firm and balanced feel in the hand. Its diameter measures 23.60 millimeters, and its thickness is approximately 1.8 millimeters. The edge of the coin is finely reeded, with narrow grooves that add texture and help protect the coin from wear. Millions of these coins were minted in 1968 and entered circulation across Australia. However, after more than half a century, most surviving coins have become heavily worn or damaged. Many lost their original surface layers due to cleaning, scratches, or environmental exposure. But occasionally, a very special coin survives. The example we are discussing today carries a natural gray-green surface layer on the obverse side, something that formed slowly over decades through chemical interaction with the environment. Instead of destroying the coin's beauty, this layer created an almost historical appearance, a surface that collectors often describe as a time capsule finish. Combined with its almost fine condition, the major design elements remain clearly visible. The portrait of the Queen still shows strong outlines, while the reverse lyrebird feathers retain recognizable detail. For collectors, this balance between natural aging and preserved design is extremely appealing. It tells a story of a coin that traveled through decades of Australian history, passed through countless hands, yet somehow survived with its character intact. Because of this unique appearance and historical age, collectors began searching aggressively for coins from the late 1960s that preserved similar natural surfaces. When this particular 1968 Australian 10-cent coin appeared in the auction market, experts already knew it would attract attention. But the final result still surprised everyone in the room. Collectors competed intensely for the coin, recognizing its originality, its historical connection to the early decimal era, and its beautiful natural surface. After a dramatic series of bids, the final hammer price reached an astonishing $62,000. Yes, a simple 10-cent coin from 1968 something many people might still overlook in their change today, revealed itself as a hidden treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Moments like this remind collectors around the world why coin hunting is so exciting. Sometimes the smallest coins carry the greatest stories, and sometimes the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight. Experts continue to emphasize that rare decimal coins with original surfaces are becoming harder to find every year. As collectors compete for these surviving pieces, the market value continues to climb steadily. If you ever come across an older Australian 10-cent coin from the 1960s, especially one with unusual surface colors like gray, green, or natural patina, do not ignore it. Examine it carefully, protect it from damage, and consider showing it to a professional coin specialist. Because a coin like this could quietly be waiting to reveal its hidden fortune. A treasure that people may have accidentally spent without realizing its true value. And here on Coin Cash Kings, we uncover these incredible discoveries every single day with fresh updates for collectors and treasure hunters across the world. But don't go anywhere yet, because the final coin on today's list carries a story that shocked the auction market even more. And when collectors discovered it, they realized they were looking at something truly extraordinary. Coin number 4. Now we arrive at the final coin of today's incredible journey, and this one carries a story that truly shocked collectors when it appeared in the auction market. Because once again, the treasure was hiding in plain sight. Millions of Australians have handled 10-cent coins without ever imagining that one small detail could transform an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. These coins travel everywhere: supermarkets, parking meters, coffee shops, public transport counters, quietly moving from hand to hand every day. But occasionally, a coin appears that makes experts stop and look twice. The coin we are revealing now is the 1998 Australian 10-cent, and the example that stunned collectors shows something very unusual. Distinct green rust-like spots on the reverse side, combined with an almost fine condition that preserves the design while carrying a powerful natural character developed over time. For many people, such marks might appear like simple damage. But experienced collectors know that sometimes these natural surface changes tell an important story about the coin's life. When specialists examined this particular coin, they realized that the green spotting had formed naturally over decades through a rare environmental reaction with the coin's metal surface. Instead of destroying the coin's value, this created a unique visual identity, making the coin instantly recognizable among collectors. To truly appreciate why coins like this are gaining so much attention, we need to revisit the history of the Australian 10-cent coin itself. The coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia made the historic decision to adopt the decimal currency system. This major financial transformation replaced the old pounds and shillings with a modern system of dollars and cents. During this transition, several new coins were created to represent Australia's identity, and one of the most iconic designs became the 10-cent coin featuring the superb lyrebird. The reverse side proudly displays the detailed image of this remarkable bird, famous across Australia for its elegant tail feathers and its extraordinary ability to mimic sounds from the natural environment. The design was created by talented Australian designer Stuart Devlin, whose artistic work shaped the appearance of Australia's decimal coinage for generations. On the front side of the coin appears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing Australia's connection to the Commonwealth during the late 20th century. The coin was struck by the well-known Royal Australian Mint, which has produced Australian circulating coins for decades and is respected worldwide for its precision minting. From a technical perspective, the coin was made using cupronickel, an alloy composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This material provides exceptional durability and resistance to corrosion, allowing coins to remain in circulation for many years. The physical characteristics of the coin are consistent with other Australian 10-cent pieces. It weighs 5.65 grams, giving it a solid metallic presence in the hand. Its diameter measures 23.60 millimeters, while the thickness is approximately 1.8 millimeters. The edge of the coin is finely reeded with narrow grooves that help maintain grip and protect the design from excessive wear. Millions of 10-cent coins were produced in 1998, and most of them circulated normally across Australia without attracting special attention. However, the particular coin we are discussing today developed distinct green rust-like spotting on the reverse side, something that collectors rarely encounter on cupronickel coins in such preserved condition. These natural green tones formed slowly over time, creating a fascinating contrast with the coin's metallic surface and highlighting the detailed feathers of the lyrebird design. Because the coin remains in almost fine condition, the major elements of the design remain clearly visible. The lyrebird's elegant shape can still be recognized, the lettering remains readable, and the overall structure of the coin is intact. For collectors, this combination of age, originality, and distinctive surface character makes the coin extremely appealing. Coins with unique natural surfaces often become collector favorites because they tell a visual story, a record of the journey the coin has taken through time. When this particular 1,998 Australian 10-cent coin appeared in the auction market, experienced buyers immediately noticed its unusual appearance. Word spread quickly among collectors, and interest began to build. Then the auction began. At first, the bidding moved steadily, but as more collectors realized the rarity of the coin's surface condition, the competition intensified. Each bid pushed the price higher, and the excitement in the room continued to grow. Finally, after a dramatic sequence of offers, the hammer fell. The coin achieved a remarkable auction value of $72,000. Yes, a small coin that many people might still spend without thinking twice suddenly revealed itself as a hidden treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Moments like this remind collectors that the world of coin hunting is full of surprises. Valuable coins are not always locked away in museums or vaults. Sometimes they are still circulating quietly through everyday life. They might be hiding in an old jar of coins, resting in a forgotten drawer, or even sitting right now inside someone's wallet without them realizing its true importance. Experts continue to emphasize that the demand for rare and unusual Australian decimal coins is growing rapidly. As collectors search for unique pieces with original surfaces, the market value of these coins continues to rise year after year. If you ever come across an older Australian 10-cent coin, especially one showing unusual colors like green or gray spotting, take a closer look. Do not clean it, because cleaning can remove the natural features that collectors value the most. Instead, keep the coin protected and consider having it examined by a professional coin expert. Because sometimes, the smallest coin in your pocket may secretly be a treasure waiting to be discovered. And here on Coin Cash Kings, we bring you fresh discoveries and hidden coin treasures every single day. So before you leave this video, take a moment and check your pocket change. Look carefully at your coins, because the next hidden fortune might already be in your hands, and you simply haven't noticed it yet.